This is just a pop-up live. I've got the boys. My daughter's in her, my granddaughter's in her procedure. Raining outside. It's nasty. And it's supposed to turn to ice. So that's just going to make for a rip-roaring good day. I'm using my new tray. Love my new tray. Having to get used to the shaking of it. Because if I shake it too much, I end up with them bouncing everywhere. They like to bounce because of those taller ridges. I'm down to the bottom of my little hide and seek. It's turning out very pretty. I'll show you a little video here where I'm at with two little fairies. Oops, sorry. What did I do? What did I do? Lost myself. I don't know what I did. Oh, I forgot what I did. I accidentally hit a button and muted the camera. Yeah, see how y'all do that stuff. Yeah, we're supposed to get like a half an inch of ice. We're not even going to get snow. We're going to get ice, which is really going to bite. Sorry about the live last night that we were in. My daughter showed up with grandkids right about that time when we were trying to fill out some forms. Um, yeah, I know my glasses are weird looking because they're green and yellow. Not everyone wears green and yellow. I'm working on doing this. I already fed the boys. Boys. I'm waiting on my same day gifts to come in. So I can do an unboxing of them, or I should say an unbagging of them. There's the proper termage. And everyone on my side of the country is doing good. I hope everyone out east did good after the blizzard because I know they got stomped. And I guess this one, when it leaves here, is heading that way again. Mother Nature, I think we made Mother Nature very mad. Very mad. She's just not been happy. I don't want to do it with the boys here because as soon as I get into something, they'll be wanting, you know, attention. So that's just the way kids roll. But then I will do a post review of that fan sales and get it on a stretcher canvas. So that's can be done. Um, it's February 1st or 2nd now, so we are in the Reach Out 20 hashtag Reach Out 2022. So everyone is doing that event. It's with Abigail and Gracie. I believe it's also Mental Health Awareness Month and Black History Month. Got a lot of months going on. Of course, I don't have no canvases, so I don't have nothing for no months. I'm starting to get a lot of my stuff done. I filled out some applications for VA insurance. Found out that I should qualify from when I was in the service. I think the qualifications are you were in it during a certain time, that you were honorably discharged or early out, and that you did 2 years consecutively with no breaks, which I had all that. So we're going to fill out that little form today, get in. So hopefully I can get medical coverage that way. And then cover that, my basic prescriptions. Oh. And I put it, so I got off of paperwork for food assistance. And then I got my W-2, so I will be filling out some tax paperwork. Maybe that'll cover me through until I can get long-term disability filed up. I'm almost at the 160-day mark where I can apply for it. I gotta find out how much they want a month to keep it. Very time-consuming and hair-raising. I do have some accessories that I have bought. They won't be new mail, but it'll be interesting mail because I think I've figured out a way I can actually use them when I want to do big ones. But I have some towers that you can get on Amazon. They're not 3D printed. You have to kind of put them together, but they actually work pretty good. And I wouldn't want them laying around if you have a bunch of kids and dogs and cats flopping around on them. But if you don't have that, they work pretty good. And so I'll do a little show and tell on that. But like I said, right now I have one boy that's in the kitchen sprawled out all over the floor with crayons and a gigantic coloring page, and then in the other room the same thing going on in there. So I'll just kind of put my little booty on the couch and in the middle and stay out of their way. I don't want to trip over them. Don't like tripping over kids. Kind of uncomfortable. I think it's probably because this is so early. I don't think I'm going to make it with anyone in here because I think I've had one person pop in and leave immediately. So, and it's pretty early. It's like 10 o'clock here, which would put it like 7 or 8 in California. And it would put it in the middle of the night overseas. So it's not a good time. Not a good time. Looks like the best time is noon or later. And of course, right now the East Coast is like kind of unburied from all their snow, because they had tons of it and tons of it and tons of it. I have almost gone through an entire bag. This is what's left of my bag of ABs. And actually, they gave 2 bags. So I've still got quite a bit to go, but I think I'm going to have a whole bag left over, or most of a bag left over. Oh, excuse me. And I actually went to sleep very early last night. I'm still kind of tired. Plus, I hadn't had my coffee this morning. I haven't managed to make it over to the pot. I did make it over to feeding pancakes to the little minions. And then last night, I just went and took a bath. I went and climbed in bed. And I think one was on one couch and one was curled up in the recliner. I offered them my bed, but they didn't want no part of it. They were like, "Oh, we want the couch." It's like, okay, you can have the couch. And what I love is when they're here, I get my bed. The dogs stay out here with them a lot. I can actually sleep. They saw Mad Kitty glowing last night. They thought that was pretty cool. They thought that was really awesome. I did too. So how is everyone's weather going? Is your weather doing good? Are you doing any events this month? If my Melody comes in, maybe I'll start working on her as part of the mental health. If not, I don't know, I'll just work on something. Not like I don't have something. I got plenty I can work on, that's for sure. And they say find something that makes you happy. If nothing else, I'll work on my big heaven and earth and work on it some more and get some more of it knocked out. This thing's huge. Okay, and I just kind of tilt this down, tap it, just do some tappage, get them to come down to the end. Then I'm gonna put the end in the bowl or the bag. Bowl. How do I get the bowl? In the bag. In the bag. And put those in the bag. There we go. It sounds like one of them figured out how to get the TV in there going. But I hear TVage. TVage. Hmm. Okay, now what color do I want? I want pea. I don't hardly ever get to work on the peas. Not very many peas in here. Let me see. What are my least favorite storage options? I would have to say my least favorite is that one that has the four that are connected because that's what I started with. And for some reason, that little outfit, if you drop it on the floor, all of them pop open every time. Or they start getting loose after you use them for a while. And then they won't stay down. My favorite top two would be the suitcase with the little jars or the Elizabeth Ward. Those are my top two favorites. And those are the ones I like to use the most. It's just, and I've got the ones that you can get on Diamond Art Club. Didn't care for those because they don't carry very much. It's only 30 of them, and I don't even think they have a kit that has that little of number. So you'd have to have two of them to do it. And it's not very sturdy. So you're always, hi, Christopher. Hey, hey. I'm just popping on here because, trying to meet that 60 goal now on my, I got, I got two, buddy, and it tells you like your goals. And my next one is 60 videos. And so one of these days here, I'm not sure if it's today or tomorrow or Friday that I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a face mask mallet challenge. Yeah, that ought to be interesting. Put a face mask on, but I'm not going to put that black one on where you rip your skin off. I've seen that one done. It didn't look very fun, so I'm going to pass on that one. I'll do one, but I'm passing on that one because that did not look very fun at all. It's that couple that do the crazy stuff, wax their eyebrows off, and yeah, no, 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 no. But I will do a face mask. Yep, that beauty mask thing. They are hilarious. I don't know if you've seen them. They do them I think they're on YouTube now too, but they used to just be on Facebook. But it's a husband and a wife. And during the very beginning of the pandemic, they were doing some really crazy stuff. And I would just die laughing. Like, I can't believe you just did that. That guy, he smeared that mask on his eyebrows, in his nose hairs. And I was like, man, you're gonna hurt yourself. You are gonna hurt yourself. He did do some screamage. I gotta say that. He did do some screamage. It was like, my Lord. I can't blame him. I'd scream too, go ripping out nose hairs and eyebrow hairs and big chunks. Yeah, I don't like this. I like the other setup a little better. How's the picture? Is the picture fuzzy? Yeah, and I ain't sticking no wax in my nose and going yank. I'd be on the floor bawling. That's just stupid. Is the picture better this time, or is it still real fuzzy? I'm trying it on the tower this time and on my phone. Picture's pretty good. Good. I'll just have to do them on my phone. When my laptop just, I don't know if don't have enough high enough video card in it or what, but that was horrible with the capital H. Was there any information that I need to know in the live last night? Rose's live. My daughter came to drop off the kids right about the time that thing started, and it was like, So I didn't know if I missed anything I needed to know. Is it like in the know? Yeah. Having to get used to using this gigantic. I mean, because this thing is gigantic. This is dull. It's as big as the beast, just don't have a lid. I saw her come in, but by the time they finally got her settled, is when my kids got here. Because first she had was a lot of problems getting her settled in and working. Ooh, that's good. I went and looked at a couple of them. I saw that one with the soul of the rose. That was very pretty. Very pretty. Very, very. Yeah, at the beginning, about the time they got all that fixed up is whenever I had company. Because all I could hear was it sounded like a bunch of lions growling in the background. It was like, ooh. And then last night I went to bed early because I knew I was going to have these two, and they get up at the booty crack of you know what. I mean, and the minute I hear voices, I'd come flying out of that bed because there's no telling what they'll get into. I know one day one of them, little Mr. Man there, ate a whole jar of peanut butter, didn't you? Yeah, you remember that time?
I need some help putting these in the right direction. This one's supposed to go right here, and I can't get it on because it's super hard. And then this
Let
one
me
is supposed
see.
to go right here.
I gotta put an arm on a thing.
So it's a what's it called? How's the other arm? What's it called? It's called Legos. The thing that you're putting together is Legos.
It's a Lego?
Yeah. When you was kid, you forgot like a lot of this.
Well, my Legos didn't have arms.
Oh. So when you was a kid, your Lego
His arm don't want to go back in there. I think he broke it.
I'm free. Thank you for letting me.
I think he broke his arm.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His arm's saying, no, I'm not going to go back on.
Well, I'm trying my best.
Okay, I'll let you try your best. Yeah, one's fixing to turn 5, and the other one's birthday's next. So he's like 4.5. And this one turns 6 next week.
Sorry, talking to you anyway.
I have a friend on the telephone. Oh. I can talk to him and he types to me.
Wait, is that your friend on the TV?
Yeah, sometimes he's on TV. Right? Right, Christopher? You're my friend. Only he said, your friend on the TV?
I wonder who that was.
You wondered who I was talking to? Or did you think Nana just went crazy and was over here talking to herself?
I thought you was going crazy talking to yourself.
Oh, you're that guy out of the mouths of babes. I went crazy and was over here talking to myself.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you're the babe. You're the mouth of the babe.
Oh yeah, I let the dogs out all night.
They weren't out all night because they were with me. Oh. What time do you finally go to sleep, little man? 4 p.m. is before you even got here. FYI, don't ask a little one what time. I do too, Chris. You get the best answers. I don't know about you, Christopher, but I get awesome answers when I talk to myself. And I can work out problems and work them. And how can I put that? It's like try out different scenarios. You know, you can just go, well, what if I do this? They'll say this, I'll say this, they'll say this. Yeah, I did that a lot. Don't do it so much anymore. But I did not realize, because my daughter was like, Mom, you do have medical coverage. You're a veteran. And I was like, but I wasn't disabled. And she said, no, no, no. She goes, now that you're not working and you don't have income, you can get coverage. And she sent me the, oh, I guess the overcap of if you meet these qualifications. And actually I do. So I'm just going to take a picture of my 214 and fill out the application, and maybe I'll get a card in the mail. It's like, Lord Jesus. Seeing what he's into. Yeah, the one that was just talking was the one I had to get rid of the bunk bed because he would get on the top bunk bed and jump off the top across the room and land on the queen bed, to the point that the queen bed, this all the legs, everything went and fell out, and so I just got rid of the bed.
I remember that time too.
And oh my God, did y'all see where that guy went caving? Where was he at? Arizona, I think. Arizona. But he went caving with some people and he got stuck and they couldn't get him out. And they tried for like 3 days to get him out and put an IV in his foot. And I mean, the whole scenario. And I got to thinking, I was like, my God, that could have been me. Because when I was in the Air Force, I was the only girl in an all male squadron. And so they would always come up and say, hey, Walsh, want to go do this? And I would always go do the things these crazy guys would, hey, want to go do this? I was like, yeah, I'll go. And one time we was out in South Dakota, so we were stationed. And so we're in South Dakota, and they were like, let's go do this. Bring some long johns, bring some tape, do this. So we get out to Custer State Park, and we have long johns on, and then our clothes, and we took duct tape and duct taped up the legs and the arms and everything. And then we had this rope, and we tied it around everybody, and we crawl in this hole in the ground. No one knows where we're at. No one knows how many of us even went. And we just climb in this hole in the ground, and we go just crawling out in there. And one of the guys did get stuck, but we was able to get him unstuck. But he was stuck in such a way that half of us wouldn't have got out because we couldn't have got past him. And we were out there all day. And now that I look back at that, that was stupid because there is no telling how long it, oh my God, I look like Harley. There's no telling how long it would took for them to find us if we had never made it back. That was just crazy. Why did we do that? Why did we do that? Because now this poor kid got out there and got stuck, and he died. He starved to death and suffocated. I was just like, oh my God, that could have been us. Could have been us. I mean, I know. I think of the stuff they talked me into, and it's a miracle I'm here. Because I was all about that. Hey, the guy's letting me go. Yeah, I'll go. We did so much stupid stuff. And that's like teaching me to drive them stupid big old buses. On the day shift, no one wanted to teach me how to drive a bus or a wrecker. So at night, they would come get me and say, hey, you want to come along? We'll teach you how to run the flight line, or we'll take you out with us on a wrecker run. And that was how I learned how to drive it.
Oh, I said I was going to, but I refused to go outside, but I thought it's raining.
Yeah, it's raining. You don't want to go out there. You forgot. And then it's going to freeze, and then it's going to be freezing, and then we're going to have ice, and it's going to be yucky, and on and on and on. Well, actually, we're supposed to have snow.
And also when it snows.
Now, when you go home, I don't think it's supposed to snow where you live. Banana's gonna have snow. She'll take a picture of it and send it to you. I'm not gonna have a lot of snow, but I'll have a little snow. But yeah, you don't ever think of that when you're young. It's a miracle you live. And it was a miracle I lived through that. We climbed up the back of Mount Rushmore.
And I forgot what I was gonna say.
No climbing gear, just tennis shoes. Are you supposed to be on the back of Mount Rushmore? No, I don't think so. I love your little bubble. I keep going on these sites looking for your little bubble pictures. I live in little bubbles. I think I found some. I just think they'd be relaxing. I do think they'd be relaxing. And someone's in here working and lurking, but that's all right. I know I love the background on those. It covers good, and you don't have to do a whole lot. What? Eat what?
Can I please keep this?
What is it? No, you can keep that to play with here. You got enough toys at home. I can't supply home and here.
I forgot. I'm broken wheel.
Is that a broken wheel?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder who broke that.
I think it was one of the dogs.
No, I think it was probably one of you boys.
It wasn't us. It was one of the dogs because the dogs can't chew very hard.
Yeah, I think it was one of the boys.
I'm a good boy. I want to do that.
Uh-huh. Oh, my Lord. They have been here less than 12 hours, and they have annihilated my house. Annihilated the house. They got these big coloring pages they got thrown all over the floor. Yeah. But I think whenever these companies, because one company contacted me, one of the budget ones, I'm going to look for them little bubble ones. Those look like they'd be cool. They look like cool beans. Cool beans. It was like I hit, when you were getting numbers or subscribers. Oh, thank you. Where'd you find that one at?
It was like here the entire time.
Oh, well, thank you. He's bringing me pins. Oh, that one's got a. That one looks like
found it. I like playing with things.
Let me see. That one's a 4. That must be a 6 placer. Oh, I bet that's the one your sister was using last night.
Oh, and her forgot.
And her forgot.
I forgot to pick it up.
Yes, you forgot to pick it up. Yeah, that's one of my pin collection.
This is a cool solar toy.
It's got little green and gold flakes in it.
Oh yeah, I made my car driving. Ooh, that was unexpected. It's like my car and I got
Not on my diamond table stuff. No, not on my diamond table. Not on my diamond table. They always want to do my diamond table. It was my coffee table. And then it became sort of a diamond table. And now it's just like Yeah. And if I put stuff away, I can never find it. So if it's on there, I can find it. I don't know. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh. And then after I finish this big one, I'm gonna do a little one. Because I got the big Mama Jamba over there. That's the 5x4. And then this one's a 60x80. And so I'm gonna do something little after it because I'm getting kind of tired of gigantor stuff. That's it. Keep the drill safe. And then I got about, I think 6 boxes over there. I got to unkit so that I can get more storage. I think the next one I'm going to do, and it's still a fairly good size one, but I have the one that has all the Disney princesses in a circle, their heads, and all their hair goes in the middle and just kind of twirls together. I think I might do that one next. Might do that one. Did you see my video the other night I put up? I put that up as soon as them little rotten animals woke me up. But it's not even 50 seconds long. But it's like, that is exactly what it was like. I woke up and I had one leg off the bed. I had one leg off the bed, and that little bitty spot that I took a picture of, that's how much bed they gave me on that king size bed. And then I just put my hand up and took a picture of the other side. And it was all empty, but they were all on top of me. I was just like, oh my gosh. And so I came out here to the couch, and next thing I know, they're all piled on the couch on me. It's like, Lord. So if I'm going to bed, I gotta run in there before they get there and jump in. You got a bomb?
Mama.
Oh, I just blew up.
Yeah.
I blew up.
Get bomb, Papa. Yeah. Yeah.
You should have seen his face when I told him last night. I saw him get born. He was like, oh. I was like, yeah. But yes, I kind of hit when you were getting your subscription numbers. Did you hit like a level and then like level out for a while and then it go up? Because I've hit like 55 and then it's like stayed stagnant. It's like, I hit 55, I'm not moving. Which I guess 55 is a good number. But yeah, it took me a whole month to get to 55. 55. There wasn't no easy feat to the 55. No, it still happens. So you get to a number and then it just kind of hangs there for a while. Well, at least I feel better knowing it's not just me. It's like, because it was like climbing. And then it was like, stop. And then climbing. And then stop. And then, of course, Facebook went, or not Facebook, but YouTube went in and took like 3 out. I guess they said they weren't active members of YouTube anymore, so they took them out. Well, it's good to know that's part of it. Hi there. My daughter came over and said, Mom, why are your dogs looking like sausages? I said, probably because I'm not letting them run right now. You know, because normally they would go out and run, and now I'm not letting them run like crazy fools. Well, I am glad to know that if I do it through my phone, through the tower, at least it's good. Yes, it is a slow process, and I don't think there's any other. Yeah, it's been like it goes down like 1 a week and then goes back up. Is that your mom? Don't open the door because he'll fly out. Yeah, I'm new to this YouTube stuff. It's been exactly a month. Okay. But in that month, I figured out how to make somewhat decent intros, an outro, sort of. I haven't figured out how to do a few things, but at least I figured those out. I figured out a piece of video together, but I can't edit stuff in and out of it. It's just like I piece it together. And I can figured out how to use that stupid tripod. That tripod's crazy. But it's like work. It is like work. I have got to say, YouTube. Oh, you trying to blow me up again? See, he keeps bringing these grenades up and blowing me up. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
I was wanting to walk up the hill with the little goomers, but it's raining and it's yucky and it's cold, and so it's like a no-go. Well, thank you, because it's only been a month. But instead of my patients, you guys have become my patients. Because this is how I used to go in my patient's room and just talk away. And talk about anything. We didn't even talk about what was on TV. But no, I don't have that. Right, yeah. When my doctor walked up to me and she said, "You are toute finie." I mean, literally, she did toute finie, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay." And I've been trying to put something every day out. I think this will be 56. I think this will be 56. And then I've lurked for a year. It just would work and lurk. People just didn't know who I was, but I was always working and lurking. Like I started watching Gracie when she first started. I mean, I've watched her since the beginning. And then I think when I started watching Mrs. Coffee, she was only at like 5,000. So. And I'm trying to think of who else I've watched for a long time. Ruby Q, Rachel Ray. They were my partners in crime.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would just prefer to watch instead of subscribe. It's hard to get them to subscribe because, I mean, I used to do that. Just whatever was up there, I'd watch it when it was up there. So, yep, that is it. Excuse me, my nose is itching. So right now in Florida, it's is it 12 o'clock there? I think it is. Let me take off my readers. Yeah, it should be 12 there because you're an hour ahead of us, I believe. And then right now, I think California is only two behind us, because we fell back in time, and then there'll be three behind us in the winter. Oh, you're in New Jersey. For some reason, I thought you were in California. Your state scared the hell out of me. My brother was a truck driver, and I went on the road with him for a month. And we were in New Jersey, and then people were so scary. I sat there and I wouldn't leave the truck. Yeah, see, I thought you were in. I know Dog Dad's in Florida. I thought you were in Florida too. You don't have much of a New Jersey accent. Yeah, you did get some weather, didn't you? Yeah. Oof. How much snow did you get? I know you guys got a bunch. I don't nor'easter came through. And I know all about them things. Like me, I did not mind Maine when my husband was there. But this was back in the mid 90s. We were in northern Maine, and he got sent to Korea. You don't have much of an accent for Jersey. Um, but he went to Korea for a year, and I was left there with 3 kids in northern Maine for the winter. Oh my God. That's all I got to say. Oh, okay. But yeah, that was rough. And it was back when we didn't have email, we didn't have FaceTime, we didn't even have cell phones. So it wasn't like you could just call them on cell phone or email or FaceTime. So our first phone bill for when he was there was $2,000. I hid that thing. I got it and I was so freaked out that I hid it for like 6 weeks. And it took me 6 weeks to find it. It was awful. Nowadays, when your husband or wife deploys, at least you can talk to them and have access to them. Back then, they would give them 5 minutes every 2 weeks to call home. It was like crazy. Yeah, I got that $2,000 bill and was like, don't you call home unless you're dying. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough. And of course, that was back during the Cold War, and he flew on tankers. And so one week he would have to stay with the crew on the alert pad. And we could go out there to him to a little building and cook dinner and had a bunch of different living room, little rooms that had TVs in them and you could kind of hang out together. But you would have to load the kids up, load the food up, drive all the way out there to the alert pad, which was at the far end of the base, and then pack it all back up and take the kids home. It was a big rigmarole. And that was every other week. Every other week. Nonstop. Every other week. And then when he was on alert, you never knew. Whenever they took off, they didn't know if it was a drill or if it was real or what. So yeah, it was very stressful. Life of a pilot. It's like, ugh. No, we got the same two in here. So are you working on Rebirth too? I know the other Chris is. Are you working on Rebirth also? Or were you doing Woman in Gold? I'm doing that hide and seek. She is turning out gorgeous. I do have to say, her face is beautiful. Spot on. I just didn't realize there was 3 little fairies down here at the bottom. I was sitting here last night and I said, there's a little fairy down there staring at me. The colors, I don't know if I could have done that because of the colors. It was just, yeah, those colors were just not my cup of tea. I mean, I got a couple of pictures that the colors are going to kill me, but I've seen the end project and I fell in love with it so much. I'm doing. That's cool. They're all like browns and beiges and Yeah. But I love the picture. It's at Artemisa. And I mean, it's like, love the picture. I love Inez Guerrero and some of hers. But, oh, the colors. The colors, man. The colors. The colors just kill. I'm more of like, give me the bright colors. And then I'll go in my little room and go shop. Now, those browns just depress me. They depress me. I might actually go to T-Moss and when I pull out Artemisa, look and see where I can put in some ABs and just kind of bling it up a little, like where the leaves are. Maybe outline those in ABs or something just to give it some pop. Because yeah, just that's like yeah. I sat there last night and figured out a couple of my shows have finally come back on. Discovery and Picard have come back on. Well, we lost our lurker. Our lurker said bye. Lost our lurker. The lurker went away. I need colors. Now, the Chuck Benson I did was Space for Reflection. And I actually did buy some stuff from Tmall. And I mean, the trees had a lot of ABs and the golds and yellows, and they were awesome. But like the mountains, I put some ABs in and some in the water. But the Chuck Pensons I like are the ones that have color in them, not one for the really browny ones. I mean, even Artemisa, she's more blacks and browns and grays. And the way they got her done, I mean, she's got silver right in the middle for her heart. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. But I'm like you. Oh, yeah, I have that and I haven't done it yet. The trail, yeah, Seabreeze Trail and Seabreeze Path, all that sand. All the sand. All the sand. Ow, 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 ow. Not my head. I hate it. Made it 53 minutes. Amazingly. But I think they're here. So I'm going to pop off because I think her surgery is over and she's bringing them out. She's wanting to pick up the boys before the ice starts. You know, that's an idea. You could change the color from that drab brown sand to either a pink sand or a white sand. Destin has white sand. On that one bad day, or the bad day at the office from was it Mitch Faust? I ordered that one because I'm telling you, that is the way a nurse looks when they get home after a 12 and a half hour shift. And that's how they feel. All them little skeletons coming after them, that's how you feel after a day at work. And the only thing missing from that photo was a drink. And so I'm going to try to graph in a glass and I'm going to try to graph in a glass and then put some like little crystals, clear crystals in for ice cubes and like a lighter color for the drink. So I'm going to try to make a little drink on and we'll put it on the arm. But I mean I saw that and I was like, God, that's exactly how you look like. Oh my God. I gotta do it. Yep, I am making it my own. I'm gonna put me a nice little glass on there. It's gonna have, I mean, I'm gonna put like I'm gonna go to Tmall and get the little itty bitty clear crystals, squirt, little crystals, and those are gonna be my ice cubes. And then I'll put like probably like a small red crystal or something for the drink. But yes, that will be my drink. I don't know if you've seen that one, but it's hilarious. I mean, she's like in a chair, she's like all sprawled out, and there's all these little skeleton cats and God knows what else, and they're all climbing around. And I was like, yep, that's how after a day at work. That's it. I actually looked at it and then I left and I looked at it again and I left and I looked at it again. I thought if I've looked at it 3 times and it's talking to me that much, I'm gonna get it. Because if it talks to me that much, then I get it. And that thing was a talking. So I wouldn't. I'm just gonna die. Just put it on Cecil. I was like, I'll do it. Because it was like, yeah. And that's usually how I'm at. If I see it and it talks to me where I go back to it 2 or 3 times, then I go ahead and get it. It's meant to be. Well, I am gonna hop off of here. Um, for anyone who's comes in and you're new and you like this, please hit subscribe and the little bell. That way you'll know when I'm around and you can come back again. On your way out, hit the like button. And I'm gonna head off of here because their mom should be here really shortly because I think she was first case so that she can pick them up. And I got to go find my DD 214 so she can fill out that form. So I will see you, Christopher, this evening in the live, and I will talk to you later. You are welcome. Bye.